Hello everyone, this is my first YouTube video ever and this is so awkward. My name is Ala, I am Polish and I am a person with a lot of hobbies. I love dancing, I'm so much into photography, I like almost every type of sports, but also my huge passion is traveling. And this is what this channel is dedicated to. I will be talking about moving abroad, going on Erasmus, or coming to Erasmus to Poland. I will be also asking my international friends to come over and have a little chat with me, because I think it's so interesting to know what they really think and how they feel in Poland and what's their experience so far. Today I want to talk about my own experience, because last year I went to Spain. I spent there 10 months doing Erasmus, and this will be my overview. And already so many people have asked me about how it was, what is it like to live in Spain, what are the differences, how is their university, how are the people, the weather, everything, and it's so overwhelming. I think I will just put it in one video, and it's gonna be this one. The destination that I chose was Valencia, and it's a beautiful city that is on the east of Spain. Yes, east. I decided to go there because I wanted to be out of Poland for as long as possible, and my university has a contract with UPV, which is a university that I attended in Valencia, and the contract is for 2 semesters, so for me that was perfect. And now when I look back, I think I chose very well, because the city still has a lot of things to offer. First of all, it's by the seaside. Also, what you can find very close are the mountains, and really you don't have to go so far from the center to go on one day trip to hike. It's a very good location, I think, because a lot of things are pretty close, a lot of cities, a lot of countries as well. Just to give you a small idea, to Barcelona you travel by train 3.5 hours, and by bus maybe 4. So for a weekend, perfect. Well, other big city but not as big is Alicante, which is also not that far. Also to Madrid. I mean, from every big city you have a nice road to Madrid, so you can also go and travel there. The other thing is food, and it's supposed to be very good, and I'm not saying it's not, but I kind of couldn't try everything. What I loved though was that they have super tasty fruits and also vegetables, but I mean, I think I prefer vegetables from Poland, but fruit, a very local thing to eat for them is paella, and it's like rice with different types of meats or with seafood or vegetarian version, whatever you want. And I think it's tasty, but like nothing special. Valencia is known for oranges, and I think it's amazing because some streets, they smell so good because of that, because of the trees. Okay, people are incredible, and the difference between Polish and Spanish is so big. They are much more open. They would be more likely to help you in every situation. Even if they don't know someone, it doesn't stop them from being so kind. Before going to Spain, you know, the stereotype is siesta, fiesta, not working so much, but just chilling and enjoying the weather. And no. Yes, they have siesta, and yes, it's annoying because if you're not from there and you don't know about it or you're not used to it, you can make a perfect plan for a whole day, and then it's just gone. You have to adjust yourself. That's all. What is also good about Valencia is that they speak, let's say, a normal Spanish, because in Spain you have so many different, for me they are like different languages, and the person from the north really struggles to understand the person from the south. In Valencia they speak Castellano, which is like Spanish, what you would learn in school, and also Valenciano, and with this one, I mean, don't even bother. Valenciano is like Catalan. They have little differences, but they understand each other very well. Valencia is also a very good city for students. It's a very lively place. The nightlife is working very well. I'm laughing because I'm not experienced so much in going out, let's say, but I was surrounded by so many people, like normal, typical Erasmus students, so yeah, I can say that without any doubt. I think when you go there for 2 semesters, which is actually pretty long, you will not get bored at all. They have so many very colorful and loud events. The public transportation works very well. They have metro, buses, trams, bikes, like city bikes that you can use. And I was using every single type of transportation because it's just comfortable. For me, it wasn't the cheapest, but I mean, I'm from Poland. Here everything is cheap, so if you're from Europe or even outside, the prices are, I think, regular. I mean, prices of the tickets. In terms of the costs, the city is considered to be a non-expensive city. Either renting the flat or buying food or other things, the transportation, as I just said, these are really not expensive things compared to other very big cities in Spain. The center was one of my favorite places. It's so beautiful, it's very old, but still it's very well kept. The weather is perfect. Well, I wasn't so lucky with winter because I heard that the year that I was there, the winter was actually a bit more harsh than usually, and I could really feel that, especially that buildings are not very prepared for cold weather, and sometimes I was freezing even in my room, and then you have to use a radiator or something, and that's annoying because you're in Spain and you just don't want to do it. But it also depends on how your room is directed, because I didn't have so much sun actually through the whole day. Okay, let's talk about Erasmus. My whole Erasmus experience would consist of traveling, waking up not so early like in Poland, getting to know a lot of amazing people, yeah, going to the beach just a few times a week. And also what I really wanted to do is to feel or attempt to feel like a local person. Of course it was so difficult because I used to have long blonde hair. So whenever I did a first step in a shop, they would start speaking English because they assumed I cannot say a word in Spanish. In terms of studying, I enjoyed it a lot because we needed to collect 30 ECTS points, as I guess everywhere in Europe. But in Spain, one course would be much more ECTS points than in Poland, which as a result would give me, I don't know, 4, 5, I would say 5 courses per semester, where in Poland we have 14, and I could focus better on individual subjects, and I think you can learn much more by doing so. I would spend in average 3 hours per day in university, and then of course I needed to stay to finish something. What was interesting for me was that in my faculty, well, probably in the others as well, but in my faculty we had a lot of classes, I mean like physically rooms. You could use it after your courses to study, to do projects, to meet with friends, even like you don't have to be silent all the time, and even classrooms with computers were open all the time. By the way, I study architecture. I think I didn't mention it before. In Valencia they have much better facility. There, in the faculty there is a workshop for making models, and they have special machines to cut, they have lasers, they have printers which are for free. Every student has a credit with the points, but I don't think you ever use all of them. Well, I expected the building of the Faculty of Architecture to be a little bit more fancy, but still the interior was very spacious, very bright, so I think it's very nice. They have few very wide corridors which they use for little exhibitions of different projects or like artwork of the students, so sometimes it will be very interesting just to spend like 20 minutes in the corridor just to just to watch the artwork. I really like the approach of the professors towards Erasmus students, because they were, some of them I mean, were like very serious people, and they didn't really like to teach Erasmus students because apparently we are a bit lazy. But most of the professors, they were such sweethearts, and even though the level of their English wasn't perfect, and they would make up a word, a word that totally doesn't exist, and we would be like laughing inside, but it was so cute for us. But looking at it now, I really appreciate the dedication of some of the teachers. They would really help us a lot. They would stay after classes to help us to solve some problems. Whenever we had a doubt, we could email them and they would respond so fast. They were also very curious about our cultures, and I remember some precious moments in the classrooms when people would share their culture. There would be like a lot of questions, discussions about differences. The campus of my university in Spain was so huge. It was, I think, 1 kilometer long, and I was lucky enough to have my faculty just next to the entrance, so I didn't have to spend 10 minutes walking to a different building. I really liked spending time there because I felt like in a movie or something, because the place was just, it was incredible. I mean, even the fact that you had palm trees everywhere, for me it's so exotic. Next topic that I want to talk about is what I actually did in my free time. So I prefer to save some money on traveling, because I thought, okay, maybe they don't put so much pressure on us in the university, so I can sometimes skip some classes to travel. So I went to, well, of course, to Catalonia. I went to Basque Country. I also spent 3 days in Brussels. I went to Portugal. I went to the south, Granada, Sevilla, Malaga. I also went on a trip to Malta and also to Mallorca. I wanted to explore the area of Valencia a little bit better, so I would go sometimes to like villages close to the city. Like I would do a trip for 1 day with some friends, or with an organization for students. The airport is like 30 minutes from the center by metro, and it goes directly to the airport, which is so comfortable. And yeah, you just fly wherever you want to. We are slowly approaching to the end of the video, and I wanted to finish it with things that surprised me the most. So the first thing would be saying "Hola guapa" to every person. Okay, not every person. I was surprised so much because people they don't even know each other, but they just call each other like guapa, and you could just say like hola, which is, yeah, just hi. But no, they have to add something extra, and I don't know, I think it makes a person's day so much better. And the autumn was about to come. Some trees were turning purple, like the leaves were violet, and they look so photoshopped for me, because I've never seen anything purple during autumn season. And yeah, that would be all for today. I hope some of you at least found it useful. There's so many other things I would like to mention, but I don't want to make this video like so long. Yeah, that would be all. Thank you all for watching, and please subscribe if you like what I'm saying, and if you want to listen to me talking a little bit more about other countries. See you guys in the next video, and